And greetings, casual citizens, and welcome back. Oh, hold on. Hold on. It's not showing the slides there. Anyway, welcome back. I think, is it this one? No. No, hold on. Why is it not showing that? Oh, there it goes. All right. And sorry about that. Technical difficulties there. You're watching Casual Notions review of Game of Thrones Season 8, Episode 3. I am Paul, joined as always by my illustrious co-host, Jason.
Howdy, listeners.
And my co-hosts, Jeremy, joining us via Discord. And Haley, also joining us via Discord.
Why, hello.
And as I said, we're here reviewing Game of Thrones Season 8, Episode 3. We don't have a name, Episode 70. They're not giving us names to the end. But real quick thoughts, Jason, go.
I'm not. I usually have something funny to say, but
Those are your thoughts.
I'm overstimulated.
So you got nothing. You got no thoughts.
It's just the amount of theories that I've heard about how this was going to go down and that I've come up with, and just this is the best way to do it. It all worked out. Like I like that. Now we have 3 episodes to do some like classical Machiavellian shit. This is gonna be great.
All right.
Yeah, I loved it. I'm blown away. I'm completely fulfilled.
Okay. Jeremy, go.
I'm going to rob something from Jeremy. Oh, my God, the Dothraki. Oh, and they smashed into it. That was amazing. Jeremy.
Don't steal that. But
No, it was like, because they've trained us, right? They've trained us to like know on certain cues about what's about to happen. And whenever the lights started going out, right?
Okay,
yeah,
hold it.
stop, pause.
Jeremy, overall thoughts.
Amazing, and I had to go sit outside for a minute and just like contemplate right after. It was amazing. It wasn't anything I expected, but everything I could have hoped for.
Okay. And Haley, what about you?
I mean, it was absolutely amazing. Some of the shots were just like beautiful. The cinematography was just everything I wanted it to be, and it was so beautifully done. It was amazing.
Okay. Well, for me personally, I would just like to say that I'm glad Doug Jones has a backup role if Star Trek Discovery doesn't get recast, because Billy from Hocus Pocus is clearly back on Game of Thrones.
One of the.
So it's nice to know that he had backup options. In case you didn't know, Billy from the zombie from Hocus Pocus was played by Doug Jones, who plays Saru on Star Trek Discovery. And I swear to God, it just passed by a couple frames ago, but the zombie that was going after Arya looked dead up like Billy from Hocus Pocus.
Paul, I totally agree, because I thought the exact same thing when I saw that scene.
Exactly. How could you not? Other than that, yeah. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Oh, no, that was me. All right. So, yeah, no, I think in terms of the episode, it was great. I mean, I'm still a little frustrated that we don't know exactly like the full story behind the Night King. So if you recall last week, if you watched our review last week, Jason and Haley believed that the whole White Walker thing was going to wrap up this episode, right? We were going to have the battle. It was going to have a conclusion, and everything was going to be done at the end of it. Whereas Jeremy and I believe that no, because then you got 3 whole episodes dedicated to Cersei. It just felt like a 2-and-2 situation. And on the one hand, props to you, and I do think that you are right overall. Mm-hmm. However, given that we don't know yet exactly all the story behind the Night King, I'm wondering if the next episode, how much of that focuses. I know they're starting to talk about Cersei, but it doesn't look like they get there in the next episode based off of what we saw for the preview. So I maintain we still may be somewhere in the middle between both of us. That yes, the battle finished, But I think we're going to learn more. I think Bran's going to spill more about the Night King next episode.
I think it's pretty clear that what happened, though, right? Like, I mean, we don't really need to know more, right? So
I do. I need to know more.
No,
if this had been the finale, the series finale, I would be upset.
So the humans showed up on the continent and they killed the native populace, right? And so they decide, well, we'll create a super weapon that turns their own strength against them, because the problem they were having is that they breed too quickly. The humans just like, wow, there's just tons of them suddenly, and but they didn't realize, like, I guess they don't understand algebra, so they didn't understand, like, if their population grows like crazy, we won't be able to control this massive undead army, right? I really think that's it. Like, it just ran out of control because the thing they were fighting against with the humans, like that, they said, well, will make their greatest strength their greatest weakness, right? But it ended up they had no idea what would happen.
Sure. So all of that is a great theory, but it's not anything we know yet. So yes,
they told us, the children of the forest told us why he was made. Remember?
Yes.
Yeah. It's like, you got.
I'm sorry, but he is still not interacting. It's like saying, "Hey, we created Skynet to do this thing, and therefore that's its motivation." No, it's a sentient life form. They didn't know what they were creating. I got you, but they thought they were creating a specific thing. But now, if we believe it's sentient, and I think what we learned from this episode lends towards they're not just mindless. I mean, he smiles.
He did
at
smile.
her,
he did smile.
right?
Yeah.
So, and just always that reaction that he's had, that interaction that he's had with Bran, and then including at the end of this episode when he walks up on Bran. Yeah, Jeremy or Jason was hoping he would talk to. Jason was yelling at him.
Yeah,
say
please,
something,
say
you
something.
son of a bitch. And but yeah, so I just absolutely think there's more there, and I just don't think we're gonna know about it. So I will defer that you were right in the sense that yes, the battle is completely over. I didn't think the battle was gonna be over, but I maintain I was also expecting that we would have learned all the motivations behind the Night King by the end of the battle, and we're not.
I would have expected that. Yeah.
And we haven't yet.
I just don't. What imagine a thing. Yeah. Anyone imagine a thing you could learn about the Night King that would make any difference. That's the thing.
Not really about
make something up. There's nothing you can add to it, really, right?
Yeah.
I mean but I just want to know.
And there could be books about that or something. I don't know. Or, I don't know.
No, they're gonna address it. Bran's still alive. They're gonna address it.
We did know
Maybe.
what he wanted from Bran.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What did he want from Bran?
His motive was to wipe out like all life.
Yeah, he had to kill Bran in order to get rid of the memory of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
This world.
That's stupid.
Yeah, Bran's supposed to say, yeah, because he's just a super weapon, run amok, right?
I don't like that.
Ah.
I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of that. I guess it's fine in one sense. I guess it is like Skynet.
Yeah.
But like, still, I don't know.
Well, like my big thing is like
I was hoping that when he smiled, I was hoping there was something more behind those blue
I did
eyes.
hope he was going to say something.
Yeah.
But this is. I'm happy with this.
Yeah,
I'm happy with this.
I guess. Yeah. Okay.
I mean, just think of how bad it could have been, and this was amazing.
I just feel like if you're gonna have that kind of villain, it's important to know it up front. Like if you think back to the Dark Knight, right? The Joker was that kind of guy who was just trying to wreck shit, but they establish it in the beginning. He's like, when Alfred does the whole thing, some men just want to watch the world burn, and you get that early. Whereas this one, every time there's a villain that's like that, and you find out after the fact, it feels kind of like, oh, we just couldn't come up with an idea for a motivation for him, so they're just bad. And so I don't know. That's just my personal thing. I still expect that we're going to learn something else from Bran. He's going to talk
That would be fun. That would totally. Oh yeah, that'd
be
be fun. There could be fun things you could add.
I would like that.
But
sure.
All right.
If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen.
All right, so let's get it out of the way first. The death toll. Not as much as I thought it was going to be.
No,
yeah, let's call them out.
Less.
Not nearly as much, but I'm not sure all of them. So let's
take
talk
turns.
about it.
Let's take turns. Everybody name someone who died, starting with Paul, and then me, and then Jeremy, and then Haley, and then just repeat. Go ahead, Paul.
So it's a person I definitely know died is that whatchamacallit dude from the Night's Watch.
Ed,
great.
Yeah,
he was first one to die. I know he's definitely dead.
All right. And Theon died?
Yep.
We don't know that for sure, I guess, right?
It's pretty clear.
Call it
It
dead.
looked like he was dead. Looked like he was dead.
Look like he was dead.
Jeremy?
What's Lyanna Mormont?
Yeah.
Okay, but do we know? Okay, I think
Her
we
eyes
do.
turned blue.
She came back.
Okay.
She came back to life. She's dead.
Okay, but I was unclear when I took that screenshot if that was actually Lyanna Mormont.
It was.
But it
Yes.
looked like it, so I'm pretty confident.
They showed her
she's
armor
dead.
and everything.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, I got you.
Yeah.
Because at first, when it showed her getting crushed by the giant, and then she stabbed it in the eye, which, by the way, awesome,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
Like, what a
Super
badass
awesome.
move.
Yes.
And then she fell, and I was like, oh, she survived. I was like, I can't believe they're going to show, because you never show killing kids in TV, right?
Yep.
I was like, I cannot believe they're going to show
Oh yeah, I was
killing
like,
a
they're
kid.
going for it. It looked like they were going
It
for it.
looked like they did. At first, I thought she was dead when it smacked her.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah,
she
I
was
did
still
too. I
alive.
thought they didn't just kill her like that.
Yeah.
I said, no way.
I did too. I was like, there's no way they
way.
just did that. And then she
Yeah.
comes back and she stabs him in the eye, and I'm like, oh, this is awesome. And then she drives, and I was like, oh, she survived, great. Except for then apparently she just was all of a sudden dead, and it's like, all right, well that kind of sucks.
I mean, to be fair, you could hear her ribs cracking, and she was
Yeah.
coughing up blood.
I know,
Mhm.
I know, but still, you never know, right? Jon Snow, he's still
Yeah.
alive, right? All right, Haley, who died?
Oh, Barrick.
Oh, Barrick. For the last
Oh,
time.
yeah.
Barrick Dondarrion.
Yeah.
Defending Arya so that she could get away with the Hound.
He
That was
served his
so-
purpose.
So that she can
Yes,
kill the Night King.
Yes.
Yeah,
Can I
Yeah.
say it? Can I say it now?
what?
You already did.
Yeah, okay, so I knew that Arya was going to kill the Night King.
Oh wait, hold on.
No,
hold
I'm
on,
doing
hold
it
on.
now.
No,
We're doing it now.
No,
We're
we're
doing
not.
it.
No, we're not.
Why
We're
not?
Because we got to finish the deaths.
Oh, fair enough. Fair enough. Fair
We
enough.
started a topic.
Fair
We're gonna
enough.
finish
That's
it.
fair.
Who else?
Oh,
All right.
hurts.
Who else do we think died? Ser Jorah.
Jorah.
Sir Jorah.
Jorah, yeah.
Ser Jorah died.
That's 5.
Very sad. Very sad.
And Melisandre.
That's 6.
Yeah.
She dies at the end.
That's 6, yeah.
Uh,
Sam's fine.
Yeah,
Jamie
I
Bree,
think
Pod's
Sammy's. I
fine.
think Sam's fine. Yeah, I think Jamie, Podrick, and Bran are all good. I think.
Gen-
Well, obviously
Gendry's
Sansa and
fine.
Tyrion. Gilly is not dead, is she?
No. Well, maybe. No, she probably was hiding with Varys.
Okay, yeah. Because when the Whites first got into the crypt, I thought that she died. I thought we
You know,
saw her
I
die.
thought about that. I was like,
She
they're
knows-
in a crypt full of dead people.
She followed.
Yeah.
She followed Varys.
I think so.
She's learned to trust the chubby guy. She followed him. She followed him.
Jesus. All right. So we think Gilly's still alive. So I don't. We didn't lose a dragon. We're sure about that.
Yes,
Okay.
I'm pretty sure. I mean, I guess Rhaegal. We wouldn't see Rhaegal just hit the ground and that'd be it. So I think Rhaegal's still alive, the green one.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I'm
He's
not
just-
sure about
he's
that.
napping. He's napping.
But he had a tough day.
Yeah.
He needs to
Yeah.
kick his feet up for a little bit.
Anyone in the chat, if we forgot one, let us know.
Yeah. Let us know if we forgot. But I don't.
And
I
then
don't
like
I'm not
and
thinking
subscribe.
of any others. I can't think of any others right off the
Not
top
off
of
the
my
top of my
head.
head. Not off the top of my head. Okay.
Tormund.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Tormund's still alive.
Yeah, Tormund's still alive.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was on top of the thing. He was.
All right.
Yeah, he was on a
All right.
body.
Jon Snow, Dany, everybody, all the main characters are actually still alive.
Uh-huh.
I think they're the only people that are still alive. That's what it looked like.
The main characters.
Yeah, that's what it looked like. Was that no one else was alive? You didn't see any other soldiers. You know,
Touche.
it just
oh,
looked like just them.
Grey Worm. Is he alive?
Yes.
It looked like it. We
Yes.
didn't see him die,
I-
so he's
I-
not.
okay.
dead.
He was doing work.
He was doing work, but I lost track of him after
What were
the
you saying,
fires.
Haley?
Gendry.
Oh,
He's still
Gendry.
alive?
Is he
If we
still
didn't
alive?
see him die, I claim he's not dead.
Yeah, if
don't
we did
think-
not see them
Okay.
die and they're a main character, they're not dead. I claim that too. Yeah.
That's probably a
Okay.
pretty safe bet, to be honest.
Can I?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Go
Okay,
for it.
okay. So I knew that Arya was going to kill the Night King as soon as the zombie dragon raised its head the first time to burn Jon. Because I at that point I knew, okay, I know where every character who has a chance to kill the Night King is. Like I know they've showed,
Except for Arya.
and all of them are inhabit the set of occupied people, right?
Yeah.
So, but we didn't know where we hadn't seen from Arya when she just ran away, and the last thing we heard was and then
Yeah.
when I said it, Paul brought
Yeah.
up, oh yeah, and Melisandre just said go kill someone with blue eyes, and
Yeah.
I didn't take
Yes.
that as anything other than
Yes.
she kills zombies, but like
Yeah.
and then and then she comes in
So
just
she
like
comes
I
in,
hoped,
no.
just like
Yeah.
Troy.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like Brad Pitt and Troy. That was awesome.
What an awesome moment. It was a great moment.
Uh,
So that right there, I think that's Lady Mormont, right? Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, that I will say when I knew Arya was going to kill the Night King is when Melisandre and Arya and when they talked.
Oh, really?
I even have in my notes I even have in my notes.
Oh
Arya to kill the
wow!
Night King.
Well, bravo! Wow.
Yeah.
I thought I
was
didn't know.
caught
Go ahead, Jeremy.
completely off guard. Completely caught
Oh,
off guard.
you're so
Wasn't
lucky.
even thinking about it.
Oh,
Brown
No.
eyes, green eyes, blue eyes.
Yeah.
I was so
Which
caught, like
when she said
into
the
it.
Well, when she said the blue eyes thing, I was like, oh, like, and then because Arya gives her a very definite look. I wasn't sure at that point that she was going to kill the Night King, but I was like, she's going to take out some White Walkers, right? Like, that's what I thought was going to happen.
I didn't even think about.
I figured she'd be dealing with the knights, with the White Walkers themselves. With the
No. Oh, yeah.
When I think she picked up that sword and she walked out of that room, she knew exactly where she was going.
Yeah. Now I will say I called the Melisandre ending because Jason was like after everything's settled, Jason was like, wait, I thought, and they showed Melisandre, he was like, I thought she said she wasn't going to make it to the morning. I was like, I guarantee you anything, she just walks out there right now, takes off the necklace and dies because she did her purpose.
Yeah. Like in Chronicles of Riddick.
She beat the Night King, which is what she needed to do for the Lord of Light, and then she's done. She's going on. She's moving on.
Yeah, I wonder what.
Well, Davos was walking right behind her.
He was like, if he doesn't do it, I will.
I know. I was kind of wondering if he was going to be the one to do it, but when she kept walking, he was like, okay.
Yeah, he knew. I was me.
Okay.
I was like, she's totally.
Am I the only one that thought Dany died when he threw that spear? I thought she got stabbed by it.
No.
I was like,
No.
for sure. I thought
she was gonna die when the Whites got the dragon, though. If I'm honest, I thought she was gonna die then. So
I was worried.
I'm kind of disappointed she didn't. That would have been an interesting. That would have set up a really interesting last half of the season.
And that was the best way to get rid. I am tired of him, and this is a good way to get rid of Theon.
Yeah,
it was. I'm just, he's.
It was such a good moment that he had with Bran, though.
Yeah, and I'm glad it's over. It was really good. I was moved. That was very moving.
Where Bran says, "You're a good man, Theon."
Mm-hmm.
Oh. And he cries, and
I loved it.
And then turns around and suicides himself. I'm like, if he just stood there, you could have been alive after Arya had killed him. So
no, because he wouldn't have.
Yeah,
the Night King would have killed him before Arya jumped out. Arya was like, I'm waiting until Theon's fucking dead.
Sure. Apparently.
He's like, wait till that bitch is out of my way.
Apparently. Okay, now, actually, let's go ahead and get to this. Arya kills the Night King. Now, she does that move where she dropped the dagger and then stabs him with the other hand. She did that to somebody else, right? I'm remembering that correctly.
When she's fighting Brienne of Tarth, she gets pinned, her arm gets grabbed, and then she, I believe, does drop it. No, does is that?
No, she pulls it out. She pulls it out.
She pulls it out. Yeah. She pulls it out. That's right.
Oh, okay. I could have sworn there was some battle that she did where she dropped it and stabbed with the other hand.
It's possible.
That did seem oddly familiar. I know.
Because as soon as I saw it, I was like, wait, haven't I seen this before? Haven't I seen almost this exact shot before?
You know what I was thinking in my head when he grabbed me by the throat? I didn't think it was over. And the thought that went through my head was, I've got your gun. From Star Trek. I've got your gun. From JJ verse.
Oh.
Yeah, when Kirk does it, when he picks him up and he's I've got your gun.
Oh, I don't remember that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I kind of blocked those movies out of him. I'm kidding.
How about old Sam? Look at old Sam.
What?
Samuel Tarly. He did a good job.
He did a lot of crying.
He did a good job.
He did a lot of crying.
He did exactly better than all those little kids that fought. Good for him. Good for him. As a warrior, he is exactly better than a little girl, except he didn't kill a giant. Although we don't have a body count on him. Who knows?
Yeah. I don't know. He sure did do a lot of
poor
crying.
Ed.
Although,
but why did he give his sword away? Why did he give his good sword away?
By the standard, if you're gonna base who's a good fighter based on killing a giant, there's only one good fighter there, and she's dead.
So how? I guess if you're gonna join the fight, why did you give your good sword away? Right? Because he gave his sword to.
Think about
Jorah.
all the people he
can't wield it. He can't lift it. Dude, it's really hard to swing that sword. Like I would have a lot of trouble with that. Yeah, it's pretty. It's heavy.
He should have stayed in the crypts and saved all the people who died. I blame him for their deaths.
Good call, Jeremy.
That's harsh.
I don't blame him for all the other deaths, but I feel like he should have been. He would have done a lot of good down in.
Yeah.
Oh, the thing I wanted's gonna happen. Tyrion and Sansa are gonna get married. Yes.
Okay. Oh yeah. Back to that. So
was
Did
great.
anybody else get the vibe that they were about to stab each other in the heart?
I did. Yes, I thought they were gonna.
I went
I
back
was
and
like,
forth.
No.
I went back
I
and
was like,
forth.
no way.
I went back and forth between them killing each other or slitting their own throats. I thought for sure they were gonna die.
I thought they were suiciding for sure.
Mhm.
Yeah, I did too.
Yeah, like I got the huge.
I think they
Romeo
were
and
planning
Juliet
on
vibe.
it. I think they were planning on it.
I don't know.
And then
Tyrion seems like a guy who doesn't give up. He's optimistic.
Yeah,
He's the
he
smartest
does.
guy he knows.
That's why it was so crazy. I was like, oh my god, he's giving up. Uh-oh. My theory might actually come true. They might actually all die.
My immediate thoughts were, we're in this. This is happening. We have to save our people. Like,
Yeah.
let's go. Let's do this. It was never let's opt
Okay.
out and just slit a wrist.
So we have a comment in the chat
Oh, good point,
saying,
Yash. Oh, hey, Yash.
yeah, saying that Bran gave that small dagger to Arya in episode 1. I'm assuming episode 1 of this season, saying, "I won't use it. You need it."
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I did not even
wasn't-
recognize
I
that.
forgot about that.
It was last
Yeah.
season. It was last season.
Was it last season?
It's last season.
Yeah, it was like one of the last episodes, I think.
Oh wow, I
Yeah.
did not even. Good call.
Or
Yosh.
was it episode 1?
No,
it might have been.
It might have
episode-
been episode 1.
That's what the guy in the chat said. It was episode 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of last season.
Good call. Good call, Yash. I appreciate
No,
that.
not
I
episode 1
appreciate
of
you.
last season. I don't
Yeah,
even think
it was last season.
I don't think no,
Yes.
because Arya was still
I
gone
don't know.
last
No,
season.
Heart Home happened, and then Arya came back, and then that's that last season. Is,
Oh, that's
yes,
right, because they were at the thing
that's
the
when
whole
they killed
time.
Littlefinger. Yeah, she
Yeah.
killed Littlefinger with it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
last
right.
season.
I totally forgot about
Anywho,
that. Oh wow, I totally did not even realize that came from Bran. See,
Wow.
seriously, that kid is hiding something, and he
it'd be
not
cool.
hiding, but he hasn't explained everything yet. It's coming.
I bet
It's coming
Tyrion.
next
I bet
episode.
Tyrion gets it out of him. But yeah, something. I feel like we need to go back
Over
to that
some wine.
No, remember that conversation they had that we don't know what they said. I want to hear about that.
Yeah,
I want to know what he learned.
Yeah. All right. So let's hit on some other moments. Okay. Let's start with the fight.
Let's start with the direwolf that everybody won't shut the fuck up about. And it was
What?
there for a second, and I don't care. Why do we need this direwolf? Why are people so
'Cause they're
obsessed with
iconic.
wolves?
Who?
Oh, it's
They're
an internet
iconic for the
thing. Everybody's
Starks.
super.
What do you mean?
No, I know, but people are super into it. Kind of like in a what's that vampire movie? Twilight way. Like they're real into the wolf stuff.
Yeah, because it represents the Starks.
Okay. But anywho, I didn't need to see more ghosts. Like it was so tacky. He's just like sitting there next to Jorah Mormont, and it's like, okay, well, I guess he got eaten by all the zombies.
Yeah. That's true. I mean, they didn't show him ever again.
Ever again. They just we need to,
Oh,
because
the
the
wolf.
fan service is crazy for the wolves, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, little girls loves wolves. That's what it is, man. They love little pets.
I felt like it was fine. It was just it was just another character that has been in the series since the beginning, and
I think that's
gave
a
him
prize
role.
in itself to have made it this far in Game of
Yeah.
Thrones.
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah,
They deserve some screen time.
I
Let's
honestly didn't even know it was still around, to be honest with you.
Yeah, because they don't show
I knew-
it.
They never show.
It's the only one. It's the
Yes.
only one.
Turns
Okay.
out working with wolves is expensive.
Yeah, especially when they're fake giant wolves.
Nymeria's out there somewhere, Jeremy.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
She's massive.
All right, but anyway, let's talk about the fight. So we start with the Dothraki, and the Lord of Light lights all their blades, which was great moment.
Yeah. For like
And
12 seconds.
then they did not last long.
Nope, not at all.
So- and-
I thought that's how they were going to kill Jorah, and I was actually okay with it, to be honest.
Oh, I thought Jorah
Yeah, I
was a
did
zombie
too.
when he came back. The way he was like,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I thought he was too. They
when
didn't
Jorah
really
came
explain
back,
oh, but the way
that.
the
You'd think he'd be screaming or something,
Yeah.
you know, like,
I thought
fucking run!
Yeah.
like,
it's no joke
we're
back
not
there.
going to win!
It's a tough Friday back there, man. No, as I was saying earlier, the way they've trained us, right, from Hardhome and stuff, like for when things just like it was just getting quieter and quieter, and the lights started just blinking. I was like, oh man, they're gonna get all of them. But,
Well,
but then again, you got to
knew it
think
was gonna
about.
happen from the start. Like, as soon as she lit all the flames and there was all this happy music, I was like, they're all dead. Like, 100%.
Yeah, but I don't know how
Yeah.
else you use the Dothraki because they have to be in a charge because they're cavalry, but you can't flank this enemy. So what do? I guess you just
No, yeah, that was the way to do
They're
it.
just
try and
fodder.
make a dent. God, that must suck.
They're just fodder. But then of course they became whites themselves, right?
Yeah.
So it's like,
Yeah.
that's the thing. Anytime you have
They should have been
an
on
entire brigade that's just going to be fodder, you got to think about the fact that then they become soldiers
Yeah,
for the other
they
side.
should've-
They should have just ate all the horses and then used them as like the people. They just built a big wall of people,
Yeah.
a bigger wall.
They should have built up. You know what? I would have built up a charge of them. I would have set them up inside Winterfell at the gate. So when everybody gets in the gate during the retreat, right, and then the dead come through the door, then the Dothraki charge through the door.
Oh yeah,
Right? Yeah. That would have been my.
Well, to be
attempt.
fair, it doesn't look like they made it very far through the horde at all. So
Yeah.
I don't know how
yeah.
it would work.
Well-
Looked like they made it about 100 feet, then they were gone.
Yeah, they.
Imagine being the dude with like the last light. God.
Oh yeah, the last.
Yeah,
one.
it was Jorah.
Yeah.
No, he didn't even have a light
I
anymore. He
know,
was
I
just in the
know,
dark.
I know. But you know what I mean? Like he's
It was like, what happened to my fire?
yeah. Did you guys notice him falling back during the charge? Yeah, then when they all charged, the Dothraki charged, he was in the front, and
Yeah.
then they showed him, and he was like pulling back and letting them pass him. I would too.
Oh yeah.
I mean, ooh. I'll just say that Theoden King didn't do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good for him.
I'm just saying. Of course, he was a king.
Yeah. Good for him. What'd you think of the fight in general?
I loved it.
Just the overall battle.
Oh yeah, really into the way the Unsullied had to keep backing up, and they just held them
Yeah.
off, and they decided to like cut
Dude,
their losses.
There was like
Yeah.
a line between chaos. Like they were just,
Oh, man.
God.
So in sync and just that was amazing.
But you guys all did it hit you guys whenever he pulled that gate that he was condemning the entire like
Oh yeah, the
force?
whole rest of the Unsullied.
Yeah.
oh
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
he was like, they're
yeah.
all dead.
But I
And they
think
were
they,
cool.
I think they knew it too. I think they're like, yeah, this is what we're here for. We got to do this
Yeah.
because especially once he dropped the bridge, like they knew the bridge was
Well,
dropped.
did you hear any of them
So-
yell America first?
No, I didn't hear that.
Shit. Well, okay. I guess that makes them noble. Anywho,
What?
nationalism is bad. Is my joke.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm so confused.
They were giving their lives to die in a foreign country that
Yeah.
they didn't give a shit about. That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying.
Okay.
How is that not? Anywho,
I don't know. I don't know what point you're trying to make.
I'm making fun of conservatives. That's what's happening right now.
I'm really lost. Anyway, all right. So then let's talk about the dragons. So we get lots of shots of the dragons in this one. Lots of stuff going on
Yeah, the dragon fight.
with Jon's dragon and Daenerys' dragon and the Night King's dragon, and they're fighting in the air. They're doing all kinds of stuff. There was some interesting cinematography there. The scene where what's his name? The one that the Night King got.
Oh, Viserion.
Okay, there's that scene where Viserion cuts into Jon's dragon, who I guess is
Mhm.
who?
Oh, Rhaegal.
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 Okay.
Sorry, I didn't know you knew his name. Yeah, Rhaegal.
Yeah. So anyway, just tears a chunk of flesh out of him.
Oh,
I
yeah.
was like, oh man.
Oh.
So just a visceral scene, and you get the shot of the two dragons by the moon,
Mm-hmm.
and such a good
Mhm.
scene. But
That scene was so awesome.
there's so
Yeah.
many good scenes. We'll get to a whole segment about the cinematography because it was so good. But I just want to also mention that Daenerys almost lost another dragon. Like
yeah.
she comes down, she saves Jon, and all that's cool and everything like that. And then she just sits there while he runs away, and all these whites are running up on him, and I'm just like, fly away. Why are you just sitting there? And the next thing, it gets overrun with whites. But just to be clear, we don't think that dragon died.
No.
No.
I
No.
just don't know what is he doing then.
Well, he fell. He's tired. You see that he came in for a hot landing.
I guess I just thought he died.
Nah. They wouldn't 310 to Yuma him. Not 310 to Yuma. What was that? What was that one movie with the Western? Oh, it wasn't 310 to Yuma.
310 to Yuma is a.
I know,
is
but
a
it wasn't that
Western.
one. Anyway, doesn't matter. The one where he had to kill the horse in the end, he was driving with the girl to get the medicine. This isn't helping. Don't worry
No,
about it.
I don't like Westerns, so no, I have no idea.
Mm.
Anyway, yeah. So, anything else about the dragons?
No.
I've kinda lost them.
Well, my only thing is, why couldn't the dragons light the trenches? Was it the fact that they couldn't see Davos's sign?
Yeah,
Is that
that's what-
why?
Yeah, Daenerys
Yeah.
couldn't see it.
Okay.
They were supposed to.
Okay. Well, Melisandre for the win on that again.
Mhm.
That was dope.
Yeah, Yash in the chat is asking if John's dragon died, and
I don't
the consensus
think he
here
died
appears
because
to
we
be
didn't
that he did.
see it,
He did not,
We
no.
just see it on lay down. You can't let a dragon die like that. You know, I mean, I guess it could, but I would be very surprised.
Just sleepy.
No, he's just a sleepy boy.
Mhm.
Tired. He had a lot of things going on. Big day.
Yeah.
Big days. Tuckered
Healing
out.
up.
Oh yeah.
Let's see. What else do we have?
John rushing into a fucking fight again.
Oh, seriously, dude. Like, what are you doing?
He gets animated quickly. No pun intended.
He really does. He gets all hot and bothered, and he just goes running into fights. And next thing you know,
And he's got little legs. He cannot make that distance.
I know.
No.
It takes him twice as long as an average man. So it's just. But anyway. But yeah, and then Dany loses her dragon over it and almost dies. Jorah does die because of him, because he ran in there, right?
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And then Dany gets stuck going in to save him, and then Jorah goes in to save her, and then he's dead. Good job, John. You just keep getting people killed because you can't fucking have any patience.
Should have left it to Arya.
I know, right? You didn't even do anything in the end. You stood there. You're like, I'm going to be a man. I'm going to stand in front of this dragon, which Jason brought up a good point. Probably wouldn't get hurt considering he's a Targaryen. The fire shouldn't hurt him, just like it shouldn't hurt Daenerys, right? So,
Good point.
so very, good point there. All right, and that was cool homage there. But at the same time, like, you just stood there while everything else is happening. Like, John gets all this credit, and so far, I don't know, hasn't done a whole lot of things. He got bailed out in the Battle of the Bastards. He got bailed out here by different people both times, right? Once by Sansa and once by Arya, right? So it's like, why does he get to sit on the throne? Clearly his sisters are the ones actually getting shit done. Am I wrong there?
No.
Like, yeah, okay.
Well,
Anybody else?
I mean, he's down there trying to fight with his people. I don't know.
All right. Well, maybe that's just me. I just feel like John's a little overhyped, in my opinion.
Overhyped.
Overhyped.
I don't know about all that.
Until, like I said, I'm just saying his sisters have accomplished more than he has.
So who's the prince who was promised then? That's a good point. Because I feel like he was really supposed to kill the
Night King?
The Night King, but I guess not.
It's Arya, man. Let
Yeah.
Arya should
I mean,
end on
he's
the Iron
still
Throne.
I still think he's the prince that was promised. Did they say the prince that was promised was going to kill the Night King?
I don't know.
I guess it's been kind of
not
hinted
that
at. There's
deep in
two
the
different
lore.
prophecies. I can't remember. One is Azor Ahai, and one was the prince that was promised. And I think they're supposed to be the same thing. I think Azor Ahai is the guy who kills the Night King. But I guess that's. Oh, and they mentioned they could be a boy or a girl, and we thought that meant it could be Dany then, right? And they're supposed to be born amongst salt and smoke, right? So, and they're supposed to be a bleeding star at their birth, and John was giving his vows when that red comet was going across the sky. It was a bleeding star, and that was the same moment that Daenerys came out of the fire with dragons. So we weren't sure who was Azor Ahai, but I guess neither. I'm pretty sure Azor Ahai is the person who's supposed to kill the Night King. Pretty sure about that, but
That's
I'd be
the
wrong.
prophecy for sure.
Fix me in the comments, boys and girls.
All right. Couple of last things to touch on. The cinematography was excellent. The shots that we kept getting of the White Walkers, like the Reservoir Dogs style shots of them just walking.
Yeah.
Like one time with fire behind them, one time, sometimes without. It was just awesome when they were walking through those doors. I was just like, oh, these guys all look like badasses. Why are they just so evil though? But they looked great, and the cinematography was great. Like I said, we mentioned the dragons. We got like the shot right here. We got great wide shots of the battle. We got Billy from Hocus Pocus. It had everything from a cinematography perspective. We get Arya killing this chick, and then she bleeds all over
that
her
was
shoulder.
so dope.
Like,
That was very John Wick.
Yeah, it was actually very John Wick. But just great.
Derek
cinematography.
Bondarian dying on the cross for our sins.
Yeah. Lord of Light, he shall cleanse you. Yes, anyway, the like stuff like this, the shots like this. We just got so many shots of the battle, and it's just all great. And then the other thing I would say is the writing. We continue to get really memorable lines
Mm-hmm.
all season.
Yes.
We got that one line, what do we say to the god of death? And Arya says, not today.
You guys remember where that's from?
I couldn't remember what that was from.
It was when she was training with that one guy when she was a young girl.
The water dancer, yeah.
Yes, with the water dancer. He
okay.
told her that.
Yep.
Oh, that's nice.
Yes.
And it was killed by Sir something Trance. Lawrence Trance. I don't know.
This was like a decade ago, man. How am I supposed to remember?
She stabbed his eyes out in the brothel or whatever.
Okay, I just want to point out this was literally like almost a decade ago.
No. That was season 4 or 5 when she finally killed Trance. The guy.
I thought her trainer died in.
Yes, but then she got justice for it.
Oh well, yeah,
like
that
season
happened
4.
later.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, we also got that awesome line from Sansa when she's talking to Tyrion, and
You're the best
about
of
the
them.
husbands. She says, "You were the best of them."
That's right.
And I was like, "Oh."
I've been
but
wanting
also
this.
kind of sad, but also really nice.
I want this. I've been wanting this.
I do too. I like Tyrion and Sansa together, and Daenerys is going crazy, so he's not going to end up with her.
Feel free to like and subscribe if you agree, or if you don't.
That's right. Just like and subscribe anyway. Yeah. The only other thing I will say is I don't understand how you actually kill a white because they're already dead.
Well, yeah, that's what I was thinking. I think he can bring them all back.
Well, yeah, he clearly can bring them all back, but I mean, they theoretically they're dying again.
Yes.
And I'm just unsure of the rules because you see certain shots of them just skeletons with no bottom halves and they're wallowing around and they're still alive. But like then apparently you slice them through the gut and sometimes they die.
Only if you use
Stab them in
dragon's
the
glass or Valyrian steel.
But I think even then, it looks like, what if the guy raises his arms again? I think he can bring them back again.
Yeah.
No, I don't think
I'm
so.
sure of that.
It
They
seemed.
turned to glass.
No, at the end when he raises, they were all coming back.
Yeah.
But those look like all the dead people who had just died.
Yeah, I know. I wasn't
I think it was
clear. I
everybody.
wasn't clear, but I think he just gets a do-over. If it's a dead thing, he can animate it, no matter how.
I think
Yeah,
he got it all again.
When you for example, the first time you see the official death of a White Walker or a White, they turn to like ice. They disappear.
No, White Walkers do. Whites. We're talking about the zombies.
Yeah, we're talking about the whites.
Yeah, the whites are the
so
zombies.
a White Walker was what attacked. What's his name?
Bran.
No.
Yes, that's a White Walker.
No. Fucking what's his name? Sam.
Yeah.
Yes. And he they shattered. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. He
They
was
shattered.
remember, he even said he was the first person to kill a White Walker in thousands of years.
Yeah, and they turn into glass, or they turn into ice and shatter. Gotcha. But the whites are just people, and they apparently just fall over, and I think they can be reanimated.
Okay, fair enough.
All right. Well,
I was worried that I was going to find Arya stupid, but I didn't. I'm glad it worked out.
yeah.
Yeah.
me too. She's great. All right. Well, I think that about covers it. Obviously, I recommend
I recommend.
Jason
I
or Jeremy.
absolutely recommend.
Haley
Yeah,
recommends Jeremy.
for sure.
All right. Well, clearly recommend. It was a really good episode. I'm really excited to see what happens. We're going to Westeros.
Woo!
All right. Well, until next time, this has been Casual Notion, our review of Game of Thrones Season 8, Episode 3. If you liked it, like, comment, subscribe, share, and let us know what you thought of this episode and what do you expect to see going forward. And follow us on social media, twitter.com/casualnotion, instagram.com/casualnotion, and facebook.com/casualnotion. Until next time, keep it casual, everyone.
We love you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.